Covering all things LEGO, from Minneapolis to Fiverton and LEGO cities beyond. It's breaking news.
What's up there, LEGO fans, and welcome back to another thrilling episode of Breaking News. We are your hosts, Alex and Jason, the other guy.
And this is not just any episode.
No, it's not. We made it. We made it to the big time.
Technically tomorrow is the anniversary.
Okay, well, close enough. But 1 year.
Good as it gets on a weekly basis.
Can you believe it? A whole stinking year of these...
They're like, I thought it would never last.
Of content.
I hoped it would never last.
For some reason, we're still going. We're still here. Whether you like it or not, we're back. We're back and bigger than ever. Bigger. Ooh. It's bigger. It's better. It's too much for Mr. Incredible. Anyway, all right, let's get this going, man. We got some fantastic things going on. As you guys know, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, which is why I got a Star Wars set right here. Should we start with this thing?
Half of that is true.
We're
going to start with our vintage set review.
We got a vintage set review. This is the so this is weird. See, people look at this and go, "Oh, that's Tantive 4," but it's not called Tantive 4, is it?
No, it is not.
What is it called?
It's called the Blockade Runner.
Isn't it called the Rebel Blockade Runner, or is it just called the Blockade Runner?
I thought it was just... What's the little sign say?
Where's my little sign?
I don't know.
I thought I had the little sign.
You did?
I saw the sign, and then I lost it. Where did I put it?
I don't know.
Oh, here it is.
There it is.
Yeah, it says Rebel Blockade Runner, and it has a lot of cool information about it. The sticker's kind of struggling there. The sticker's struggling on this here, too.
Did you buy this used?
I bought this brand new.
This is one you had and sold and then bought again?
Yes.
Okay.
So I originally had this set back in 2002. At the time, a $200 set, and that was a lot of money. And it was the prize jewel, or whatever you call it, of my collection at the time, because it was $200. That was outrageous, man. $200. Woo, baby. So I had it in my collection for a number of years. I sold it because I was not interested in collecting Star Wars anymore. I wanted to build sets, so I was reinvesting in all city stuff. And then
So did you make money off of it when you sold it?
I can't remember what I sold it for. I could figure it out, though. I think I actually have a record of my sales. Okay. Maybe I should have checked it out. But I think it was worth a lot of money. I think I at least doubled my money, and it was used. Okay. I had the box and the instructions, too. Okay. Then when I wanted to buy this again, I can't remember how much I bought it for. Not $200.
This from a person?
Bricklink.
Okay.
It was a Bricklink purchase.
Okay. So
it was a great set, and you'll notice, though, that there are not really stickers on it. There's stickers on here, there's stickers on that, but they didn't have... Printed? Those are printed, yeah.
Everything's printed.
Those are printed. There's a big stickers that go on these and these engines here on the side. I elected to not do that because they look so good there on the sticker sheet. I thought, you know what, let's just go ahead and not stick them on, because my original, they were cracking and peeling. So I get the feeling that those are going to be crackers and peelers.
So you bought this without the stickers on it?
Right.
And you put this one on? And
this one was already on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you look, this one is in sad shape.
Peeling.
Sad shape. So I kind of feel like if I did put them on, they would eventually crack and peel. It's just that generation of stickers, unfortunately. But no, fantastic set.
How old is this set? This is
2002.
Yeah, so this is old.
It is an old set. It's weird to say that 2002 Lego sets are old, but that is the case. So, but no,
it's older than half the people that live at your house.
Yes, you're not wrong. You are not wrong, my friend. No, I thought I'd have information on it already pulled up. That would have been the responsible thing to do.
Well, we got talking, so
we start yammering on. But what set number is this? 100 something. Let's see, Rebel. Blockade. But yeah, I do wonder, why isn't it called Tantive 4?
Well, it says down here, Leia's consular ship, Tantive 4, is a Corellian corvette. So it does say it there, but it has Rebel Blockade Runner. It's very interesting.
Yeah, here it is. Oh, 2001, my mistake.
Ooh.
Even older than we thought.
Wow, so
I think I got it in 2002. Yes, Star Wars Ultimate Collector Series, 2001, 1,747 pieces. Isn't that wild? That it's an Ultimate Collector Series Lego set with 1,700 pieces. That's kind of crazy. Usually you think like, oh, 3,000 or more.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, they have that Naboo starfighter that's tiny,
No, that's true.
and that's
yeah.
that one's worth a lot of money. So,
Dang, this thing goes for a pretty penny. Used $450 in the U.S. New in North America, $1,440. So I mean, it's not like
bargain.
it's not a huge, like, super expensive set, but you know, it's still.
$1,400 is.
Well, 450 is still a lot, but depending on the condition. So anyway, there's our vintage set. It is a UCS Star Wars set. How about that?
I think it's cool.
Something a little different. And what's really interesting about this is that it doesn't even need this support in the front.
Does it come with that?
It does come with it, yes.
Okay.
Now, you can disconnect the back. Let's see if I can actually do this. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Come on, baby. It's coming. Oh, there it is. See? Boom. Isn't that cool? So.
Oh, it's the invisible hand.
Yeah.
We're still flying half a ship.
I think we lost something. All right, plug that in there so I can put this thing down. Put that thing down. All right, but this is a little delicate part because these things do break off really easy. This is like in their trial and error era of building these things. But what this thing does slouch a lot. These engines do. They're very heavy. Like, this is a very heavy butt for this thing. And what I usually did with this thing was kind of fun. Let me put this thing back in here if I can. Squish it back in there, click. You can just display it like that, like it's blasting off. See? So it's like, oh my gosh, that's heavy. Whew.
I would have laughed if one of the engines fell.
You know, when this thing was brand new, I was really looking forward to showing it off to the family. And there was like a family gathering, or maybe it's Thanksgiving, I don't know. And I bring it. My brother-in-law, who's a big Star Wars fan, he's like, "Oh, this is really cool." And he goes up to it, and he puts his hands underneath it to lift it here and on the engines, and he lifts it up, and it just ripped all of these off. I was like, And then I also made the mistake of bringing the original, that's the original one up there, UCS Star Destroyer over for Christmas one time. And I had, what was it, my cousin, I had it on the table. My cousin was looking at it. He's just kind of sitting there, and I wasn't around for this. Someone told me later. He pushes down, you know how it's on magnets?
Yeah.
So he touches the rear of it, and the whole panel comes open. And they said his eyes went, oh no. But all you had to do is just put it back up, and the magnet reattaches. So anyway, I have since never brought any UCS sets back over.
Do you think, because they don't really do magnets much anymore, do you think they should?
No, I don't think. I do like them with the couplings for the trains. Those are okay. But I think
Do they
it
even
was.
use those anymore for trains?
Gosh, I don't think so.
I think the ones now are like the ones I've got have been
The
hooks
ball and
or
joint.
Ball and joint.
Yeah.
It's been a couple different things.
I don't know. I haven't bought one of those new trains because I don't care to have the newer trains. But oh shoot, it lost a piece of the front. Yeah, these. Yeah, there you go. Now this does have like rubber bands that wrap around here, but they do not last long. So it's supposed to hold these down so they don't pop up.
Oh, so it's supposed to have a rubber band.
So rubber band goes over each of these, but the rubber bands, they disintegrate very quickly. So I don't think there's going to be a Rebel Blockade runner out there that's going to have those without having them replaced by now. So you park this thing back up here. It barely fits. How did I have it in there before? I don't know. I'll figure this out again later. It's how we're going to have to do it. Anyway, so there you go. That was our vintage set, the Lego Rebel Blockade Runner from 2001, 23 years old.
Nice.
How about that? Not bad, not
cool
bad.
set.
I wouldn't mind being 23 years old and still knowing what I know now.
Well, I was going to say.
Which isn't much.
That's not what you get.
That's not what you
your
get.
Option.
No, we all get, it comes with the territory. So.
When you have to make the biggest choices, you're least prepared.
Yeah, so true. All right, what's next, man?
All right, so let's see. Next, we have... just a reminder, you can win a prize.
This could be yours. This brand new Star Trek Bird of Prey.
That's right.
Comes with a cloaking package included.
That is correct.
This is the LS version.
This is smaller than the one Alex built. Hopefully less problems for those of you that watched his review. Comes from Germany, blue bricks. But yeah, submit something. What's the? We didn't give a deadline. Do we need a deadline?
I would say we'll announce the winner at the end of March. How about that?
Yeah.
That gives people enough time to put something together.
So try to have your submissions in, I would say, no later than March 15th. How about that?
Yes. And let us know. If you are the winner, we'll even sign it for you.
If you'd like.
If you'd like. We won't trash it with the graffiti, but I mean, look, it's got the shat right there. There he is. There's the man right there. There's me. I'm so cool. I like how it's a Klingon bird of prey, and it's got Captain James Tiberius Kirk there.
Well, he did pilot one.
Well, did he really pilot it?
Well, his crew.
We've got to find some humpbacks.
That's right.
Humpbacks. People? I love it. Star Trek 4, man. That's the best. But this is based off Star Trek 3, isn't it?
You like the guy on the bus? Do you know the Easter egg behind that and the Spider-Man movie?
I don't think I know this.
Okay, so the punk rock guy that's playing his radio, and they're like, "Please turn it down," and he does. Mm-hmm. So Mr. Spock gets up and does the Klingon, what is it, Klingon death grip or whatever? I don't know what it is.
The death grip.
I don't know, what do they call that?
Wait, hold on. The Vulcan neck pinch.
Okay.
Is that it? Oh, I don't know.
I know what it is. It's the one that makes him pass out. I can't remember the name of it. Anyways. Does the thing, and then everyone claps.
Really works. Yeah, they cheer. Yeah.
So I think it's Spider-Man Homecoming. Is that the first one with Tom Holland? I think that's the first
Homecoming,
one.
yeah.
So
well, his yeah.
That's the anyways. I think it's the first one with Tom Holland. There is a scene, and I think it's the hot dog vendor. It's that guy. He's got the radio.
No.
And it's that guy.
Oh, that's awesome.
Specifically for that.
That's great. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go, guys. The Klingon Bird of Prey.
Submit. What are they going to submit?
They got to submit something, either your voice or filming you, preferably, telling us why you love.
Can they not
breaking
send
news.
us something writing? You can send it in writing.
You can submit in writing. Yeah.
It might be harder to win. It's just got to be. This is the criteria for this. It's got to be the thing that delights us the most, which is totally random, and that's the way it is.
Yeah, you know how
it's our show and we make it up.
That's right. We make the rules.
And we're paying to ship it, so that's why.
Yes.
For those of you in the U.S., you are eligible. Outside, sorry to tell you.
But we give you a participation trophy.
But we do have these we will send out to people that submit something. You have to include your address, because we got to know where to send it.
We got to know where you live.
But if you send that, if you don't want us to send you something, you don't send every address, you just want to send something,
if you want
you
to
can
do something
that.
nice like that, you can. Yeah, absolutely.
And, if you don't send your address and we think you're the winner, we might reach out and say, hey, do you want to give us your address? And we'll send you something. If not, that's fine. We enjoy interacting.
You can defer.
Yes. If you would like
privacy. I defer my prize.
But, yeah, just send us something.
Yeah, you will have the only one of these that has a signature of these old dudes on it.
That is rare.
Rare.
Not valuable, but rare. And you can submit your submission. I don't know whether it's a picture of you in your breaking news shirt or whatever.
Submission. It is a search for Spock. Search for Spock.
You can submit that via email.
Spock, where are you? Well, Spock. Give me Spock. You know what? I think it'd be fun to. What's ironic is that I've named my son James. He goes by Jimmy, but I've never said, "Dang it, Jim."
I'm not a doctor.
I've been tempted. Maybe when he's older I will, but it's funny. It's just funny that I've named my kid
That
Jim.
is funny.
That's where I'm from, Jim. Future. All right. So anyway, let's
submit that to jasonsbrickson5@gmail.com. And you could win this.
And we'll make a big deal out of it, because it is a big deal.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we want to share all this stuff.
We've never done this before, so we're kind of learning as we...
Have you ever done any sort of giveaway on your channel?
No, I probably should. I'm a loser that way.
We'll see. That's what I'm here for, to bring new stuff. So I have something we're going to...
Oh, we got
This is kind of related.
Is it Lego?
Kind of, not really. So when I ordered the Klingon Bird of Prey for you...
The Klingon Bird of Prey.
Shipping was the same, whether I bought one item or a bunch of items.
Yes.
So
All right, what do we
I
got?
bought the big one. I bought this one. I told him I thought it could be fun.
I can't
if
see
we
it.
Built
Where-
this. It is a cloaked bird of prey.
This looks okay. You guys already know. Oh, did you already build it?
I built it.
This is empty. Okay, hold on a second.
I stayed up last night building this.
Okay, this must. Oh.
Because, especially after you talked about your experience
Yes,
with
this
it.
had to be painful.
It got a little tweaked in the transition.
Put this down here. I want to see this.
I can't see it. Where is it? My gosh, it's cloaking.
Wait, I can't feel it.
It's so delicate.
I think it's here.
It's like Wonder Woman's invisible jet.
So it came, the instructions. I was curious because you said you hated your build experience with that.
I hate such
No,
a
no, no,
strong
let me
word. How about I disliked it intensely?
Okay, that's so much better. let me say my part, then you can
Say your
rebut
part.
here. I was curious because I've not built any of these blue bricks, and you had said
This looks like a
compared
white
to a
brick.
Lego, you did not enjoy it. So
Yes.
it came. The bags were numbered 1 and 2, so there was like 6 bags that were numbered 1, and 8 bags that were numbered 2.
Really?
It was a lot. So it's only, I don't know, how many pieces is this
Wait.
thing? Where's the box? Did it go?
Oh, it's down here, man. Hold on.
It's like, 565 pieces. Here it
But
is.
the bird of prey
Here it
cannot
is. I got
fire
that-
when
I got
she's
this.
cloaked.
This is fine.
all
This is the part I needed, actually. So
Let's say this one can.
this was all in the first bag.
Brilliant.
It was easy. I could pretty much make out most of it and do it.
Yeah.
Second bag were
All of it.
all clear pieces.
Whew.
And
Wow.
I will say this. It's not because they were clear. It's because they were all the same color. So had they all been black or sand
Yeah,
green or
doesn't
red,
matter.
whatever, that was the issue. Now, I have to say, because I know you showed me and I saw the gaps on yours, I didn't really notice too many build issues with this one.
Yeah.
The biggest part is around these guns.
Yeah,
These
I was
are little-
noticing.
These
this.
parts are supposed to be more firm and they're not. But if you're just going to sit it there on a stand, it's fine.
Do the wings adjust?
They're on hinges, so they should, but this
Oh.
might be in the way.
Oh, those are in the way. Yeah.
So if you pull these out. Oh, now look what we did there.
Look what you did.
Well, it looks like these are
Like,
like
pull this out.
technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Well, I don't want the whole thing to fall apart. There we go. So there we go.
All right.
There
Now,
you go.
can we move it up?
Yeah, you can.
Hey, there we go.
There you go.
Hey, all right.
So,
Oh, okay. There we go. Whoop.
All right, let's put the
battle
wings
position.
down.
So, the stand's kind of cool because I think this
That's
stand's better
cool.
than yours. It's
I like
the
it.
Klingon.
What is my stand?
What is this? The Klingon
Oh, yeah, mine's just-
Federation or whatever? I don't know, the symbol for the
Yeah,
Klingon.
see, yeah.
And I will say the plaque is printed, which is cool.
Yeah.
I think you said yours was
Yeah, mine
as
are
well.
too.
So,
Yeah, I do like that about these third-party brick companies is that they actually do make an effort to give us printed elements, which is fantastic.
so
There you go. All right. Wow, you did it.
What do
Good
you
job. Cool. It's cool. I mean, it's. I don't know, man. I think I'd rather just have
a colored one?
The colored one. Yeah. I mean, I get that this kind of is an interesting appeal, but I don't know why. Why? I mean, they're like, who made the idea? Like,
What if
What if we make a Lego set but you can't see it?
What if
It'd be
we like,
awesome.
totally made it all the same color, man? What if we did it? What if we did it when it was cloaked?
you know, and whoever was in charge of making that decision wasn't there to say that's a dumb idea. I mean, not that this is all right. Well, the truth came out. I think it looks fine, but I don't know. I like I said, I'll just say this. I would prefer it to be, these colors. That's all. You
Well,
spent
you're in luck.
money
The
on it,
prize
you
has
purchased
come.
it,
That's okay.
and maybe, hey, let's
I
do
just
this.
bought it because it was different.
It is different. I'll give you that. So there you go.
No, it wasn't.
I do
too
love the
expensive.
stand.
But
You know what? I think this would be kind of cool to make out of Lego. Hold on a second. Is that gonna? Okay. I mean, look at this, guys. Hold on a second. Let me take all this stuff off. See, look at that. That's pretty cool. I mean, you could totally
oh yeah, easily.
totally do that. With
The
Lego.
only thing that is unique about this, so
it
these
doesn't
parts
have
go
those
together. It has these
anti-studs.
little, like, you put
Tubes.
a tube in there. That
Oh, I
goes together.
hated those tubes.
Okay.
Hated those tubes, man.
But Lego doesn't have a...
For good reason,
Double-sided.
because it's kind of, I mean, it's brilliant, but also annoying, because it takes two anti-studs and puts them together without it being a plate. So it's basically a really tiny tube, a short tube that takes two anti-studs together.
It looks like a sliver of a piece of straw.
It does,
like
yes.
a tiny stir straw that's cut out.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
That's probably how they got them. Just cut them up, just cut them up. It works.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. That's the one thing I wish, and I know probably a lot of Lego, especially mock builders, wish that Lego had a piece that you could use that had studs on both sides you can build off of.
Yes.
So
Yeah. No. All right.
that's the one.
That's cool.
Did
though.
I tell you that
cool.
I've seen that piece in a fantasy set? I know we don't generally talk about that, but they do have a plate that's studs on both sides.
Oh, that's cool.
I thought it was really cool. I'm like, this is what Lego needs. Please, Lego, build that. Oh, and the other thing I will tell you, the build experience, because you said it was
how'd it
bad. I
go?
went through it. I mean, at first I'm like, okay, this is fine. But some of these, it reminded me of when I was a kid and it was like 85 things in one step. It was very difficult. I'm like, holy crap.
The build progressed quickly.
Like some of this, it's like, oh, I got to build all of this, and then it goes
Yeah.
on this and on this.
But some people might actually like that.
I know. Well, I was thinking
Let's
about
get
you
going.
because I was like, you were complaining that our builds are too dumb.
They
I
are.
think we're stupid.
Yeah,
I think we need a fine line between that and that, though. Anyway,
Hey, you look at just a few of the warning labels out there, and you realize that I think we're doomed as human beings.
well, you need instructions to open a Kit Kat. I know that. Put your thumb here, pull here.
How do you open this thing? Oh, there's instructions. Oh, thank goodness. Hey, now I can eat this chocolate bar and gain more weight. Anyway, continue on, my man.
All right, let's see.
We actually have an agenda today.
Well, we had one last week too. That's why we kind of tried to.
We're
cover some-
nailing it, man. Look at
We're
how
trying.
efficient we are a year
We're
later.
trying. I don't know. What do you want to do now? Do you want? We got shirts.
So
we
here's
got-
the thing, man. Okay, so I want to share this with you guys.
Ooh.
So I see a lot of posts from Beyond the Brick. They are very well traveled. Fantastic channel, by the way. Josh, John, awesome dudes. There was this post. I guess they were out in Tennessee, and it was a Bricks and Minifigs store, and it was Mr. Gold. They took a picture of Mr. Gold in this case that was probably made in China, and I want you to guess the price tag of this Mr. Gold.
If I was guessing low, I would say $1,500.
Okay. If you're guessing high, what would you say?
$5,000.
$5,000. So $1,500 to $5,000. It's great because it was right in the middle. $3,500. Okay. So I'm like, oh, hold on a second here. Has the world gone crazy? $3,500. First of all, whoever's buying that has more money than brains. Okay. Because you're obviously buying high right away. And I'm like, wait, hold on a second. Has somebody actually bought this already for $3,000? And why? Like, I go to my Bricks and Minifigs, man, and I'll look at these transparent Darth Vaders that are yellow, pink, green, yellow, whatever, and they want $250 for them. Like, you guys, this is just like, I don't
You know
no
the
words
story
for
behind
this.
those, right?
I don't want to know the story behind them because it's ridiculous.
Well.
Like, no one's buying. Who in their right mind? Like, I
There's
think,
people that collect those.
and that's fine. But $250. But that's who they're preying off of. Man, is collectors like, well, I know some idiots out there that wants these, so let's jack them up, Gary. All right, Bob, here we go.
So from
And
what I
then-
understand, those
the
used to
store.
be available on Bricklink, and they're not now because Lego owns them.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Someone in the Mexico factory made them, and it shouldn't have. Basically,
You know,
the story.
see
But
what this breeds, guys, is I'll go back to my comments about more money than brains. Because what happens is you have some dude or dudette out there that has some sort of social media following and sees that and says, oh, let me put on my thumbnail, I spent $3,500 on a single minifig. And it's that kind of...
they use it as a flex.
Yes.
and it's not. It's
And I don't know. Okay, I know content creators do that, and I even know Lego content creators do this, and that's fine. They'll go and put this big figure on their thumbnail, and they have like a bunch of grocery bags of Lego. Like, I spent this much much money? And I'm like,
Yeah, $5,000 haul. It's like,
and again, nothing wrong with that. And it probably gets the clicks. But you guys have watched my content, I'm assuming since you're watching this, and I go to the Lego store and I'll vlog it, and I'll go to Bricks and Minifigs, and most times I don't buy anything. But people still watch it. I still have a good time. But I just don't like the forced draw of, like, look at how much money I spent. You should watch me because I spent this ridiculous amount of money on toys, you know. But that's like what I saw with the Mr. Gold was, who's doing this? And $3,500 for a minifigure that I wouldn't pay $200 for. I wouldn't. I really wouldn't.
what's the most you would pay for a minifigure?
No, so that's a fair question because I have spent some dumb money. All right, there's been moments where I had more money than brains. Those are great times. Not right now, unfortunately. Not that I'm smarter. It's just that the money has done this, and I'm still at this mental level. But like, I don't know, man. How much on a minifigure? $17?
Woo!
Is that right, though?
That's the most you've ever spent, or would
On a
spend?
single minifigure that I have spent.
Yeah.
I've spent $17 on a minifigure.
Is there? See, but this isn't a fair question because you're not a minifigure guy. Like,
Okay, then let's talk about what, like a used set that I've
oh,
bought?
but I mean,
I don't
that's
know,
not
man.
the same. Like, I can't be like, well, the Market Street. You know, well, what's the most you'd spend on? That's not the same as a minifig, right? I mean, I don't know.
I spent $450 on a Green Grocer, secondhand. That's a deal right now. I get it, but back then it was only retired for like a year.
How much you spend on your shuttle Tidarium?
$600.
Yeah. I got a bargain then. I got mine for $475, I think. My wife was like, "What do you mean that's a good deal?" Like, you don't understand.
You know what? What's okay? How did Bricks and Minifigs get that? I'll bet they just got it in some random lot at some like mid-teenage kid turned in because he's like, "Why do I have all these Lego thingies?" You know. Now, granted, you probably know if you have a Mr. Gold. All right, I'm not saying this. I could just see that happening, where Bricks and Minifigs goes, well, let's crank it up. You know, like what do you think Bricks and Minifigs would give you for a Mr. Gold? Like, what would they do? What would they give you?
So, is it you just bring in a Mr. Gold and say, "Here, I want
Here's Mr. Gold. What you guys want for him?"
So I will tell you this. So I have that Shadow ARF Trooper.
Yeah.
It sells for $400 to $450. It's sealed in the bag. I have it in a case on my wall. I didn't pay anything for it. I got it as a free gift with purchase. I've been tempted to go to Bricks and Minifigs and ask him what they'd give me for it. Should we do a video on that?
Dude, let's do it. Let's walk in there all like...
Should we do that on a breaking news secret investigation?
You know, we can do that. Like, not have the cameras on, because that's kind of mean. But just go in there, you know, obviously see what happens, then walk out of the store like, okay, this is what they gave us. This is what they offered us. Like there's a what do you call it? The Fast Lane Truck. I watched that YouTube channel, and they just bought this brand new Tacoma 2024, and they had two other vehicles, and they went to CarMax. And they said, what is CarMax going to give us for these cars? And it was $7,000 less than they paid for it. And it's 4 days old, right? So, like things like that are kind of fun to share.
I don't expect I would go in and they can't give me $400.
Well, no,
they're going to sell for $400, right?
Sure.
I mean, we've all watched Pawn Stars. We know how this works.
Yes.
Do you think... So pull it up on
BrickLink.
Let's see what it's selling for.
Can I just put in Mr. Gold?
Oh, you're doing Mr. Gold. Okay.
Well,
I was going to say, let's talk about the other one.
I'm kind of curious about Mr. Because $3,500 is just, it's asinine, man.
Well,
Mr. Gold.
Speaking of crazy figures, a couple weeks ago we did that review, the community commentary, and we had that city that had like the Star Wars figures, and there was like that mass carnage. Do you remember? Like they looked like they took a baseball bat to their cinema. You have to remember that.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So there was that one. I'm like, is that a Cloud City Boba Fett?
Yeah.
Did you see he commented? It was.
Yep.
A $2,000 thing in his picture. So
Mr. Gold, 2013. Man, he's old. Let's see. Click on him. Brick set will take me right
this
to
is
it.
minifigure without stand or accessories.
No, I don't want that. Because he had his stand. And stand is easy. I mean, come on. So
The problem with the Mr. Gold is that he's faked.
Okay, fine. He's faked. Sure.
Well, that's why I would be scared to buy one.
Yeah. Well, I'm not buying
Especially
one
that
anyway.
amount of money, right? I mean,
Stinking ad. Get out of my way. All right, there we go. Mr. Gold,
The top
complete series, 2013. There we go. 71001-19, Mr. Gold. There he is, waving at us, saying, "You'll never own me." Ha 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 ha. Maybe for $3,500. 11 years later. Ha ha ha. Only 5,000 produced, distributed randomly in boxes of Series 10 minifigures. Where is? Oh, I have to log in. Hold on. Fine, I'll log in. How is it not automatically logging me in? Come on. Jeez, I tell you what, guys. All right, there we go. Now we're online, baby. So 699 members own this set. 5,495 wanted. I'm not even why would you even put it on your wanted list?
no.
Come on. Let's be realistic here, y'all. All right. Sorry. I don't see any listings.
There's probably not hardly any.
I don't see any
It's one of
listings
those
of Mr.
super rare
Gold.
things.
Yeah, there's no listings on... Yeah, this item is not available or not listed at Bricklink. So there you go. I wonder, though, because we could sell... we could find out... So let's see, 710019. So let's say that I want to find out how many sales or how much it's gone with sales. 71001-19. This is very good investigative stuff here, guys.
This is probably very interesting content.
Everyone's like, skip.
They're like, oh, searching the web.
Okay, what, dude? I put in the number. It was 71001.
Okay, one has sold. There was one that sold that was new on Bricklink in the last 6 months. Or two sold, excuse me. Two of them sold. They both sold in December.
Okay.
One sold for $3,000, one sold for $3,200.
My goodness, it's ridiculous, man. So,
No
so
used
the
one.
thing is that people are forking out the cash.
Currently
For these.
available. Oh, you can buy one. Currently available. $5,280.02. Really? You gotta add the 2 cents? Like,
It's foreign.
I get that, but it's
Yeah.
just
Well, there's one $8,500.
$8,500.
4 people have it over 10,000 USD. We
you better go to Tennessee and buy that thing.
Yeah, it's a good deal. You can
$3,500
flip it. You can flip it. So, what was I gonna say? I can't remember now. It's just, it's ridiculous, man. Like that's just like we've lost our minds. $3,500.
Right.
And what sucks about it is that I just wanted it as a collector's item. I didn't want to make a bunch of money off of it. But you know that's what a lot of people did.
Did you go searching for it? When
I tried, but I had a demanding job at the time.
Yeah.
And I could leave the office, and I used that 1 hour lunch every second to go to my local Target, and I searched every single day, sacrificing my time. Had to get back to the office. And I think I told you this before, that just some lady in my neighborhood just randomly was there, oh, I found one. Oh. Like, anyway, I mean, it's...
She still have it?
I know, I think she sold it.
Give her a couple $100 for it. All right, so here's the Shadow ARF Trooper. This is the one we have. We know.
Yeah, what do we got here?
So the last 6 months, the average sales of a new one on Bricklink is $372.
Unbelievable. Wow.
So
$72.
yeah. So in January of 2024, 3 of them sold. One for $387, one for $412, and one for $450.
So let me ask the audience this. What is the most you have spent for a single minifigure? Earl, I want to know because you
Well,
he
we
just
know
he just
he's paid $55.
he's collected the Iron Man.
He just paid. I think it was $55 he paid for that one downstairs. Because I say downstairs because you have it on.
Yeah, but that wasn't the last one he got though.
I think that was.
Was it? No.
That was the one he was looking for.
I thought he got that already.
Oh, he needed the Bricktober one. That's right. That was.
It was, I don't know, but I know he had the Iron Man.
Or the big one he just got.
Yeah. But
because I think the guy had it like $70 or $75.
Woof.
And he put an offer, and the guy said no, and then, or he came back, and he anyways.
Anyway, it is an impressive collection, though, Earl. Good job.
Well, I told him, I said, it's a good thing they're not making any more Iron Man.
Yeah, I saw that comment. It's done. No more, right? We're good.
I told him I'll make a Hall of Oswalds.
Yeah.
One figure. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. You're done. Yeah.
So, I don't know. What do you think? How much do you think they will give me if I go to Bricks and Minifigs with a new sealed Shadow ARF Trooper in bag? How much do you think they'd offer me?
Not even $100.
You don't think?
Not even $100. You know what? Okay, what do you think? They'd give you 150?
Yeah.
You know, okay.
I would be really disappointed if it wasn't at least 150. You know, I would think a fair offer, you're talking probably 200 range. I mean, I've watched Pawn Stars. I know how this works. Well, they told me it's $10,000.
But Bricks and Minifigs isn't going to go back and forth with you, man. They're going to go
they'll say,
this is what your offer is. You want it or not? All right, take a hike, kid. That's what they're going to say.
Oh, I get it. I'm just curious. So, all right, I will go down and I will see what.
Let's find out. Yeah. Now,
okay.
Bricks
Put
and
in
Minifigs,
your guesses.
though,
What do you think they're going to offer?
Yeah, I think $100. No more than $100. No more than $100.
I think it's got to be at least 150. I will be. I will. It will taint the way I look at everything they're selling in there, if it's not. Because I know they're going to lowball, and I understand why. I know the overhead. I get all that.
Yeah,
but
they have a business to run.
They're going to sell it for
they got
over
people to pay.
400.
Bricks and mortar.
Yeah.
So I totally get that, and I know they're kind of vilified for that, but they're running a business, and I get that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not trying to badmouth their lowballing prices or buying.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of times when I'm in there, I always see a younger male person, usually 20 to 21, maybe a little younger, maybe a little older, usually about that age range.
They bring in a box with all their old stuff
of Lego, looking for a little bit of money. And I always peek at their box. What you got in there, man? This last one had a few vehicles, none that interested me. Like it had a Technic car. I think he had that blue little, what is that thing?
The car?
Was it a blue? It's like a blue, it's a vehicle. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It wasn't anything I was interested in. Otherwise, I'd be like, oh, hey, dude, whoa, do not go to that register. Let's go back out. Let's go to your car, and let's figure something out. All right?
How often do you think that happens, where someone's like, oh, come on,
I don't know. I'm sure it's happened. And the ones that are my favorite are when the mom is there with them, and you know, they pull up in their minivan and they get the stuff out in the back, and like, you guys sell or buy Lego sets, right? We sure do. And I went, oh man,
I have a couple dollars with your name on it.
I'll tell you this much though. So you know, I sell Lego sets with a client, right?
Yeah.
We call him the client, and
you're still doing that?
I'm still doing it.
Well, must not be very good if you're still.
Well, I have been busy. Because I need to inventory a lot of his sets. He's giving me a lot of his used sets now, and I need to inventory them.
Do you still have some of the new sets, that first wave?
Yeah, but the Star Wars stuff just flew off the shelves, man.
What kind of stuff do you have left?
I don't know. I'd have to look. I have the Bugatti, the big 1/8 scale car. I have his Porsche 911 GT3 RS 1/8 scale. I have the Batmobile, 1989 Batmobile. I have the Joker Manor. I have the Pirates of the Caribbean Silent Mary. Is it a Silent Mary? It's a pirate ship. I have the Saturn V rocket. I have.
That's fine. I don't need a full list. I was just kind of curious if there was certain themes that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of randomized at this point. He has the roller coaster, the red and white roller coaster. Things like that. But some of that stuff hasn't listed yet because I need to inventory it. So, but my point was that he has made, even with my fees, has made a lot of money selling those through me instead of just pawning them off. Because I told him, like, you could pawn these off to Bricks and Minifigs and you'll get like 30%, if that. Because if they're looking at used sets and they go, oh, we got to work and inventory these, that's work.
Yep.
And that's a cost because they're paying their employees to do this stuff. So they're going to lower that offer to you, which is already low. But irregardless, I love going to Bricks and Minifigs. It's fun. My kids mostly enjoy it. But there, once upon a time, before it got really popular or more people knew about it, they'd occasionally have UCS sets out there. And
They get them from time to time.
yeah, but they fly out the shelf so quick though, man.
Well, either that or they're not super affordable.
Yes,
Right.
that's probably, well, that's
But
like,
I bought the snow speeder. They had, it wasn't this Christmas, but the one before. Mm-hmm. They had the UCS snow speeder there. And they did their 12 days of Christmas.
yes.
And so it was like 20% off of a set or something like that. So I ended up getting it for, I want to say like $180 on the UCS snow speeder. So I was real happy with that.
That is good.
But I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
either that or they'll have it and they won't have the minifigs. I hate that.
They strip the, you see a lot of that. Yeah. People just want the minifigs and then they'll pawn, and they don't even care. They're like, oh, yeah.
$12? Okay.
Yeah, they'll take anything. Yeah. But yeah, it's funny. But no, $3,500 for
I want
Mr.
that town
Gold.
hall they have.
Town hall. Oh yeah, is the town hall still there?
It was last time I was there, but I don't want to pay $6.99 for it. So, do you know what I've decided? I'm going to do something I've never done before.
You're gonna piece it together?
I'm going to try to piece it together. I looked at the inventory. There's not too many unique parts. I don't know. Maybe. I've never tried
Is
it.
that still remains the only modular with an elevator, right? They've never tried to do an elevator again. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I think you might be right, because none of the others have it.
Yeah.
I
Which is interesting. I wonder why. I mean, it works okay. It's not like revolutionary. It's pretty rudimentary in its design and function, but I'm like, but then again, that's a very tall modular. Isn't it the tallest modular?
I think it is, because it's got that steeple on the top. So.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so
Here's
next
the
thing we
church.
need to discuss.
Here is the steeple.
Jeez.
Open the doors. There's
Here are
all the people. All right.
We need to discuss something. We should have talked about this last week, and we got busy trying to stay on track and forgot it.
Okay.
But
We
did a poll.
We did do a poll. Oh,
Yes.
man.
So, do you want to tell them what the poll was about while I'm pulling up results?
So we have these vignettes that we all did. When I say we, I mean Jason and I, as well as our wives, Mindy and Tanya. And I gotta say, I think we all did fantastic.
I think they are.
We're all winners in my book.
Yes. Now, I will say this. So I put the poll up. Just so you know, just a tip for Joey, you can schedule those. So I had it scheduled to go an hour after. Ooh. I didn't have to worry about remembering that it was not put up.
I forgot to remember.
I know they have trouble with that. Anyways, irregardless, so I put together the poll, and I wanted to put a picture with each of them.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, if you have a photo poll, it only lets you put 4 options. Because I was going to put each of ours, and then everyone's a winner.
No, we don't want that.
Well,
we want to force you guys to choose one.
So we did have comments. Some people did comment and say, oh, I like Tanya's, I like, Jason's, whatever. I think you would have done better if you had gone with your first option, was what the comments made it sound like.
Yeah, maybe.
If you had done the toilet paper, I think you would have won. But, so, as of right now, we have 139 votes.
Oh my goodness.
So this
really?
There may be more after that, but this is only a few days after, so by the time this comes out. Anyways.
Oh my goodness.
So, we have, with 139 votes...
What? This. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
So I don't know. Do we start with the top, the lowest? How do you want to do this? We'll start with the winner. So
no, start with the lowest. That's great.
Okay.
Do it.
So our lowest is Triceratops Trouble. I don't know if that was the name. I had to make it up. So Triceratops Trouble.
Triceratops Trouble?
I don't know.
The end of the dinosaur.
Yes.
Alex.
So we have Alex's with the meteor. I liked it. I thought it was really good.
I thought it
liked
was
their
great.
background.
Man, yeah.
Alex has a whopping 14%.
14%.
Yes. Now I have the Warrior Girl. I didn't know I was supposed to bring them to talk about this. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I had the Warrior Girl, and I took the Monty Python theme.
Yeah.
And I did way better than you at 17%.
17%? What?
So basically
the girls are absolutely destroying us in this.
Correct. Tanya's Gamer Girl.
Gamer Girl.
29%.
29, a third.
Yeah. So almost you and I together. And
Mindy's.
Train Boy. 39%.
39%?
I know. So I think
Wow.
I think that clearly shows we suck and need to quit building.
Babe, Mindy, good job. This is ongoing.
It is. You can still vote, and by the time this comes out, maybe it'll change.
Can we do more than one vote? I'm on there. Hey,
Suddenly I have 99%.
Someone said something.
Oh,
What did they say?
what did they say?
There's a comment.
Oh, there's a comment.
Oh, here we go.
Hard to judge.
Hugh O'Brien. Hard to judge, but voted Train because of the 4. That's my favorite fig.
Yeah.
Well, that's not fair.
Okay.
Boo.
Oh, come on. It's all about the creativity and design.
But all are excellent. Alex, I really wished you would have done your pile of poop with him holding the TP, or maybe a piece of TP stuck to his foot. See, you would have won. I really think you would have.
I still think, maybe I would have beat you. Maybe I would have got 18%.
No, I think you would have won. I think you would have won.
I should have
You
done
could have
it.
done this as the poop. I don't know. Probably not.
With the toilet paper.
So there you go.
Live and
that was
learn,
fun,
guys.
though.
No, that was good. They're all really good, but
Yeah.
man, almost 40% of the vote.
Yeah.
And Tanya, man, dang.
And Tanya's 30%, so.
Wow. That was fun. We should do that again. We should do that with every wave.
Well, speaking of that, someone did send a question. Should we do questions? And we
Let's do
can
questions.
Answer that one?
We don't call it Ask Alex. We just call it questions.
We will call it Ask Alex. Where was that at? These aren't in the... I wasn't thinking we would talk about this, so now I gotta find it. Okay, here we go. I think this is it. Okay, this is from user RB2TL80G2F.
There's a name, though.
I know, that's because I looked it up. This is the one, remember, that...
You got to look him up now.
It's Karsten Temple.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's the name.
Oh, I thought it was Kristen. I don't have my glasses. I can't see far away.
So the comment is, love the new format. Thank you.
Thanks.
We're working out the kinks. We're still kinky.
So kinky.
Has the vignette replaced the micro build?
Wait, hold on. Say that again.
Has the vignette replaced the micro build? Maybe.
Sorta. I don't know. It's a new entry. It's fun.
No, sometimes it's not even Lego. I don't know. We build with
Maybe.
something.
We
I
just
don't
do
know.
what we want to do.
That's
It's our
right.
show, so we do what we want.
That's right. Because we clearly don't do what other people want, because they'd watch it if we did. You could choose a figure from your collection and give it to the other to make a vignette. You'd have 2 to show at once, and we can say that the other guy has won again. And I don't know if that means you or me. I'm not sure when people talk about the other guy anymore what they mean. So.
Yeah, they kind of listen to the context. No, that's an interesting one. Yeah, give each other from our city.
Well, just your collection, right? Because a lot of your
from the
figs
collection,
are in
yeah,
your
yeah. Mm-hmm.
thing. So it could be a CMF, it could be whatever. I don't know. That is a thought.
Yeah. Give me that guy that costs $800 in your collection. Oh,
Yeah.
You might not see him anymore. He went invisible, like your Klingon
You
bird
can
of prey.
find him at Bricks and Minifigs. I got $100 for it.
You got $99. I got $99 and a minifig ain't one.
Yeah, there you go.
That didn't make any sense.
I
Sorry,
knew what
don't
you
know what I'm talking about.
All right, let's see. Daz30144.
What's up, Daz?
I got to the end. Another great episode, Jason and Alex. I think Alex needs more caffeine towards the end.
Yes.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago you struggled.
I was struggling. Yeah. Well, sometimes like we're recording these close to my bedtime, and then I'm like at 2 a.m. I'm like, oh, I should not have had that Mountain Dew. Irregardless, continue on.
It says, however, the Ask Alex section does fire up his rants too.
It does. It primes the pump. It really
Yes.
does, man.
Looking forward to your next and celebratory episode. Well, you've made it. Thank you for
You are
joining
here.
us.
You have arrived.
We have from Dana Farron.
Hi, Dana. It's good to hear
love
from you
Dana
again.
over
Love
in
hearing
Germany.
from her.
This is related to something you said. I got the Rocket Raccoon for my birthday.
Yay.
And it's way more cute when built and out about than in the box
Okay.
or in the photos. My biggest issue with Lego is that there are too many high-priced sets and way too fast.
Wait, what do you mean way too fast?
So it's $300 this week,
Oh,
$500
so many.
next
Yeah,
week. I think that's what
yeah,
you meant.
right.
Ideas was great, but seems to become less and less exciting. Isn't it a sign when you get the $80 Polaroid everywhere, but the $20 3-in-1 vintage camera is consistently sold out ever since release? And my wife went to the Lego store yesterday, and it was still out.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So weird. Yeah. No, that's a good rant actually, Dana.
Well, and I think that goes back to, what was it last week we talked about the Bricklink program? I think that's why the Snack Shack sold out. Because it was affordable.
Because it was affordable. Yeah.
Not because there's a whole lot of people that love Snack Shacks.
It was cute. It's a good little set. But yeah,
it's like
you're
I'll
right.
get something exclusive and I'll still pay rent.
Dana, you also mentioned Lego ideas, and that's kind of hit and miss a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of it has to do with your perspective, like what you're looking to get out of it. And like, for example, the reason I bring this up is just a couple days ago, a lady I work with, I'm friends with her too, she calls me and she's like, hey, I have to ask you this, because this is kind of weird, but did Lego make a, what do you call that?
BTS.
No, what is that? Twilight?
Oh yeah, that's coming out.
Did Lego make a Twilight set?
Yeah.
And I said, oh yeah, actually no, it's a Lego Ideas set that got voted on, and yes, it's going to be an official set. It's called the Cullen House. And I remember that. And so I've never seen Twilight. I know nothing about it. I think there's vampires in it.
There is vampires.
Vampires are in it. And I saw that set and I went, this is actually kind of cool. Because I don't look at it as I am a Twilight fan. I look at it as that's a cool building I can put in my city.
Yeah.
You know? So I told her that. She's like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense.
Well, it'll be interesting when we see what the actual build is. Like, is it Dollhouse?
Because
you won't buy it if it's Dollhouse.
I won't buy it.
I guess, right?
Yes.
You know,
you're right.
Is it going to fit in your city somewhere, or is it going to, all this kind of stuff?
They're going to dumb it down, make it a Caterham 7.
Well,
pull a Caterham 7. Pull the Caterham. I don't even know why I bought that set. I think it was because I was still kind of excited about it, even though it looked terrible. And to this day, you know what? I used to say this all the time. I used to say, like, I've never regretted buying a Lego set. But that is actually not true. There are a number of sets I go, why did I waste my money on that set? And the Caterham 7 is one of them. I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's a cool looking vehicle, sort of. You know what one I really regret getting that cost actually a good amount of money was a typewriter.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care for that set. I'm like, why? Because I thought it was cool and different. I'm like, this is just something
That's an idea set.
Yeah. And I'm like, why did I buy this? I don't even know. It just sits there and takes up cubby space.
Well, it reminds you of all those days you spent as a secretary, typing up memos.
I remember my mom using one of those. I never did, because I thought it was cool how the thing went. I wanted to play with that. Like, oh, look, it's in my hand. Ah! I played with it like as a toy.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it didn't even work that well. Anyway.
Do you want to know what? I bet a lot of people in our audience remember typing their school papers on a typewriter.
You know what? There's absolutely yes.
I think we're in that fringe where you still have people who did, because I remember typing some things on my dad's at his office.
So we're like an interesting generation, like, because we're Gen X, right? Kind of at the tail end.
We're much more interesting than these new people.
So we kind of had this kind of, we grew up without the internet, but then it kind of came into us as we were entering into adulthood.
Yeah.
Because we were I think it's 1965 to 1980. I think is supposed to be Gen X, something like that. So it's a pretty wide range, 15 years. So I was born in 78. You were born in, like, what?
76.
So yeah, so we're the tail end. So we didn't have the internet, but our internet did exist in the form of books called the encyclopedia.
Yeah.
That was it. And our challenge, you guys, was writing a report about a topic without writing it verbatim. And that's what teachers were on the lookout. And it was funny, like, one of my teachers...
See, I was lucky because I had a set of encyclopedias at my house. I didn't just have to go to the library.
We did too.
Because not everyone did.
Yeah, and I didn't realize how privileged I was to have those in my home. Like, they were all sprawled out, the encyclopedia. I was like, this is so amazing. I can look up anything I want.
As long as it's in there.
From A to Z. Wow, that was our Google search, right? And cell phones, those were for the rich people.
Man, you had a cell phone.
But you
Man,
had the bag, the satchel with the bag. Those, do you remember
Yeah,
those ones?
yeah. Oh man, yeah. And just like the
big
old,
cord and
like the classic briefcase. My dad went to work with the briefcase. You know, he'd come home and had the locks on. I love playing the locks. And he made sure I didn't know the combination. But just like things like that. So yeah, the typewriter. We went down this rabbit hole because of your comment, Dana. So thanks for that.
Did you ever watch the Goldbergs?
Is Goldberg? No,
TV
that's a
show?
different one. No.
Okay.
I didn't see
It's
that.
basically, you remember the Wonder Years? I
Yeah.
remember when I was a kid, it was, set in, the 50s or 60s?
Uh-huh.
And, it was like, wow, that's so long ago. But now it's the equivalent of our Wonder Years because it's set in the 80s.
Man.
And so there's one episode I
crazy.
always think about when we're talking about, how life was then. They found out that their dad was engaged to someone before.
Oh.
So they go down to the library and they're like, it was awesome. It only took us 3 hours. They looked through microfiche at the newspaper articles and they found the wedding announcement or whatever.
Scrolling through
And
the
it's like,
microfilm.
now it's
Wow.
like, now people can't have a conversation without knowing the answer because everyone's got an infinite smart computer in their phone.
Yeah.
Back then it was like, who's that guy in that movie? Oh, I don't know. And okay,
it
well,
up.
you'd move on.
Oh, it's this person. Yeah, it's
you could
crazy.
just have a conversation and you
it's
didn't
like-
know the answer and you lived.
To tell people back when we were young children before the internet, it's like, in the future, you will have a device that you can carry around in your pocket that allows you to access the entirety of knowledge of the human race. That's amazing. Yeah, and I use it to send funny pictures of cats to my wife. Wow, the future is dumb.
Or in our case, I use it to watch two old guys from Utah talk about Lego.
And that's great. This is a great use of your time. This
Yes.
is a great use of technology, guys. All right, this is good.
All right. Next one is from Miss Brick on Brick.
Brick on brick.
And I do apologize. This one was an email and
Okay.
it's been skipped for a couple weeks. So I apologize.
It's worth the wait. We'll make it worth it.
Says, I am adding a room onto my house for a Lego studio and city. I was wondering what thickness of wood you guys use for your tables. Also, does the felt covering make the tables somewhat uneven, or does the weight of the brick flatten it all out? So,
Wow, okay, first of all, that's amazing. Adding on to your home for the purpose of Lego is like a dream. Man, I want to do that.
instead he just bought a house so you could do it.
Yeah, but my house is not big enough. Darn it. I need more room. I
It
need
was
more
then, it's just not now.
space. Space. The adding
So-
it for the Final Frontier.
You built your tables, right?
I built them. They're all custom. Yeah.
Okay.
So what
did
was the
you
first
use-
question?
Basically, what thickness of board did you use? Did you get at IKEA they have tabletops? Did you use that kind of thing, or did you go to Home Depot and get wood?
I went to Home Depot.
Okay.
And I bought their 8x4 foot sheets of plywood. Well, it's not really plywood. It's like the recycled plywood. It's
Yeah.
cheaper. Well, it's not cheap anymore, man. I tell you what. Anyway, I digress. What thickness are they?
like a quarter inch?
9 is I think it's a quarter inch.
Okay.
Whatever's the cheapest. I mean, I didn't go flimsy like whoop whoop whoop. It's like it's gonna snap like whatever. But no, it's not like the super expensive thick stuff. So I want to say like a quarter of an inch is probably about right.
Yeah. I think the ones that I got, because the ones, I wish I had it, because you remember the ones that I have on top. So I didn't build a table. I have the IKEA.
Yeah, you put them on
shelves,
top of
and
the
I put
IKEA
the
shelves,
thing
yeah.
across there,
Uh-huh.
and I build some legs in the middle to
Yeah.
hold it up. But anyway, so the one I got is the thickness of a brick. If you remember, because I showed you.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's
it's
right.
exactly.
That's
that.
brilliant.
I did that on
Yeah.
accident. I didn't measure a brick and then go get it. So I want to say it was a little thicker than that. I want to say it was like 5/8 or something like that. But if you measure the width of the height of a brick, that's how thick mine.
Yeah, so yours is a double layer.
Well, I did that to make the river.
It's but it's there.
Yeah.
Mine's definitely a double layer. A lot of it. I do kind of wish I made it a little taller so I could get my reach in a little bit better.
Yeah.
Make it more substantial underneath the city. Now it is possible for me to replace all of those. They're 7 inches, by the way. I wanted to make sure that a train could easily go.
You're talking about the legs that hold up the upper
yeah, just
level.
the upper level.
Okay.
Yeah, the table on top of the table.
So like downtown and that stuff.
Yeah, which is actually becoming more and more common through the entire thing. Before you know it, it's going to be triple layers everywhere. It's going to be.
You're just going to have a Subway soon.
Yeah,
that's all you're going to have.
It's become a Subway on top of the table. Anyway,
And you're like, I'm never going to do a Subway.
well, it's evolved into a Subway. But it's funny with this rebuild. Even more of it is underneath. Like I want to say man, I'll have to actually find out what percent of that track is underground. I bet it's got to be close to 80% now.
Yeah.
Irregardless, trying to answer the question.
Yes.
With me, there's some houses that have really high ceilings in the basement. Mine is not like that. It's like an 8-foot ceiling, and it has lower areas where the HVAC to accommodate that. You got to have it. There's no way around it. That's kind of limited my ability to really go tall. But if I built them all. They're all custom built. I made them very strong, and I made it so that I could actually walk on them. No matter where I am in the city.
If you're going to have a deep city,
yes,
you need to be able to do that. I mean, if it's just the width of this table, you're fine.
You're good, yeah.
But if it's 3 of these, you're not going to be able to reach whatever's back there.
Yeah.
Because I've even had to get up on mine to get back to like where the waterfall is and back in there. So.
Yeah. That's very exciting.
And if you do that, remove the plates because otherwise it hurts your hands when you get those little dimples.
Love the dimples. Lego dimples.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Many times. Knees, hands, elbows. It's all good. Forearm all
Face.
covered in them. Yeah. Face.
When you slip.
Yeah. No, good question.
As far as the felt covering, do you ever have any unevenness from
that? Nothing that screwing it down doesn't solve. The unevenness for me, really, because again, my tables are huge. Like the downtown table, I think is an 8-foot by 10-foot table. Okay. So it's very large. And as a result of that, there are slats that are connected over it. So I put a lot of slats. When I say slats, I mean there are 2-foot by 8-foot slats that I've used. I put them all together, and as I put them together, I've noticed that the weight of the bricks or Lego sets does create a little bit of unevenness. So I used a lot of extra little 2x4 supports on those.
Yep.
I even have a spot, and this is where the heavy buildings are, where the SIT complex is and the Shmu Tower are. Okay. I had to actually, it was really pushing down hard on that. So I had to do some specialized extra supports there so it didn't bow. So I guess an argument could be made to get thicker plywood. So I guess if you can afford it, go for the thicker stuff because that will allow more consistency. The felt shouldn't make any difference. If it's just one layer of felt, I think in the corners, as long as you're applying it right and you're connecting it, it should still be okay. But I tell you what, man, I love seeing, and I'm not going to try to take credit for this, but I see so many Lego cities with felt now.
Oh yeah, do you?
Yeah, and I always feel kind of proud because I'm like, I think I was kind of the pioneer with the felt back in the day.
See, I don't have felt on mine.
No, you don't need felt.
And I don't have any issues.
Mm-hmm. Well, it depends on the kind of wood you're getting. If you got bamboo, you're set. No problem.
Because mine is it's smooth. I mean, it's not like the really expensive stuff, but
smooth, but not rich.
I'm neither.
Sorry.
All right. Well, hopefully that helps you.
Good luck with
the build
That's
and the
great.
expansion.
Yeah, man, that is awesome.
Let's see. Michael Rayburn, 1966. I don't know. It went into 2 lines. Sorry. Oh, okay. Here goes.
Here goes.
I hope you are using irregardless as a joke, since there is no such word. But regardless, your videos are still entertaining. Would you like to help Michael?
So
we're not good with the English language, but we know irregardless is a word.
Yes.
Because we used to think it was not.
So here's the thing. It was a joke at first, yes, but then we found out that it really is a word.
It originated from Indiana.
Yes.
That region.
Yes. So
we know this because
regardless of what people say about it, we're going to keep doing it.
So yes, it is a joke, but it also is a word.
It's also how we know someone's a new viewer. You guys know irregardless isn't a word, right? Oh crap! Oh my gosh! A whole year we've been saying this, and finally someone has told us. Thank you. We're going to immediately stop using irregardless. No, thanks, Mike. That's awesome.
Well, and I know we've talked about it before, but
Yeah.
we probably have new viewers, and that's why I want to make sure
That
we
is a
address
sign
that.
of growth right there. Yes.
One.
Welcome back. Or welcome, period. Don't go away, please. 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 Don't turn it off. Stay tuned.
Next question is from Illusion30.
Illusion30.
It says, love the 18-floor sitcomplex.
Oh man, that was amazing.
That was crazy.
That was nuts.
It says, what would you think about Lego taking a crack at ready-to-stack sitcomplex levels?
I have said this before. I have totally said this before. I said they need to come out with some sort of modular system where we can actually buy this or buy that, not buy that, and actually stack them.
Yes.
And there could be different configurations. It is brilliant, but it's not like it's going to be their next Star Wars, right? It's going to be city builders. It's going to be I don't know. It's not going to be as successful as the modulars, but you know what? When you look at people that have the modulars, they have these massive stacks of modulars, like the middle, and there's a market for it. And excuse me, I think they could do great with that and have a lot of fun with it. And but no, I totally agree, and I think that'd be great.
When I was putting this together last night, my wife and I were talking about this. She saw this question, and at first she thought that this was talking about actually, like doing the sit complex. I said, I don't think that's what this is. I think this is that style of thing where you can add a floor to it.
Yeah.
And I told her, I said, I think it would be awesome, and I don't think they'll ever do it.
No.
Because my own train, right? Isn't that you could buy a train segment, like you could buy a car or whatever? That didn't go, no pun intended there, but I think it would be great because, but she's like, well, what would you do? Because you've got to have a roof, and I'm like, well, you also have to have a base, so maybe you have to buy the base piece, and that comes with the roof, and it can go on all.
Yeah.
But a good example of that,
pyramid scheme.
the boutique hotel. I've seen a lot of people have added a second floor, that middle floor, so it's 4 stories high,
Not only
and
the
it looks
hotel,
great.
but they've also done the museum, and it looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is, okay, I buy another boutique hotel. It's costing me another $230 for one floor, and what am I going to do with the other two?
Yep.
So that's the issue.
I wonder though, how successful would My Own Train be if it was released now?
I don't know. I mean, is it one of these things where the same people that would have bought it then are the ones that are saying, oh, it'd go good now? And a few of those people have moved on, and a few new people have moved in, but it's mostly the same kind of people.
I want to say that there's an even bigger market for Lego trains now than there was 20 years ago. But, I mean, look at the trains that we've been getting. I mean, the Orient Express was interestingly mixed, but for the most part, very successful. I think it was anyway.
Yeah.
I also think, I look at the steam engines that they've done, like the Emerald Knight, very successful. Short run, very successful. Even the Crocodile. People like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they keep giving these little teasers. But I think, hey, just give us a train. Because okay, here we go. Here comes the rant, guys. Here it is. Every 2 to 3 years, they just give us the same, and I've ranted about this before. All right, this is not new. You guys are like, oh, here he goes again. But the same train in just different colors. Yeah. Every 2 to 3 years.
There's a cargo train and a passenger train.
Like, I'm like, wow, amazing. Wait, isn't this what they've done before? And it just gets, and there's a market for it with kids, right? It's a toy. I get that. But give the adult collectors, like the 18 plus market is huge now. Look at all the icons and 18 plus sets they have now. It's nuts. It's funny. Somebody said, what makes a set 18 plus? And somebody had some interesting comments, as you guys can imagine. But it all comes down to playability versus displayability, right? And I think that's usually the split. Not always, but
it's mostly the market they're selling to.
Right. Irregardless, there's I think there'd be kind of a fun market for it. You pick and choose what you want. You want it to be a passenger train? Do you want it to be a freight train? Do you want a bunch of coal cars? What do you want? Sky's the limit, man. Go crazy.
Well, going back to the question he asked here.
Oh, sorry. What was it?
About the modulars, whatever.
Yes.
So, for example, the boutique hotel, right? Those middle floors are bags, I don't know, 8 through 12 or whatever numbers. They already know they make those.
Hold on a second. I smell cookies. I hope Mindy's making cookies. Maybe. They smell good. Okay, continue. Sorry.
Is this how you get us on the food podcast? talking about
Chocolate
cookies?
chip cookies, homemade cookies, just like the kind Grandma used to make.
While we're on that topic, what kind of chocolate chips do you like in your cookies? Are you a milk chocolate, dark chocolate, or semi-sweet guy?
Milk chocolate.
Okay, so am I.
Yeah,
I agree with Michael Scott on the semi-sweet chocolate. Who are you helping here?
All right, sorry. Continue.
Anyways, no, I think, even if they had it like a online exclusive, you could just buy those bags from Lego.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Yes.
Okay, you pay, I don't know, a third of the. I would do it. Anyway. I think it would be a good idea, but I don't think they'll do it, is the answer I think we came up with.
Yeah, if it's a good idea, Lego probably won't do it.
The next comment, this is a comment, not a question. This is from Bricks on an Island.
Bricks on an Island. Oh, okay, good comment. Okay, here we go.
So this is from 2 weeks ago. Remember we were talking about, what are we going to look like when we're 75?
Oh, man, that was
you said that.
hysterical.
Yeah, I threw that in there. You didn't know till it aired.
I was watching. I went, oh. I was like this. Oh! Because it was kind of, it was believable.
Does that happen a lot where when you're watching, there's things in there that you're surprised by even?
Yeah. See, I
That's
enjoy
good. I
our
hope
own
that.
content. There you go.
Kind of like the Metro monorail, Minneapolis monorail.
30 yeah. Hold on. It's 75 years. Yeah, that's 30 years away. That's still a good chunk of time. We'll still be doing this.
So Bricks on an Island says, wow, it's frightening that those two Muppets are really your lookalikes for when you're 75.
Not sure how to take that, man.
Really frightening.
Really frightening. Very, very frightening.
When we used to go to Disneyland and they had stuff for the Muppets when they had the movie there, they had a shirt with Stadler and Waldorf, the old guys, and it said, "Old sure beats dead."
Those should be our new sig figs for breaking news.
Should we do that?
Eventually, we'll have to evolve into that, I guess. Right? There you go. All right, you got another one.
Let's see. Then we have one more. This is from Cardi593.
What's up, Cardi?
This is a topic suggestion for you guys.
Ooh,
Sorry if it's previously done or made. What are your favorite sets that Lego will almost certainly never do again?
So many.
Examples: Slave Leia in the bikini minifigure, UCS Hogwarts Express, Stranger Things, UCS Ecto-1, Indiana Jones, Dreams, Elves, the Marvel Robots, etc. I hope you don't mean mechs, because they're definitely going to do those. They'll do those till I'm dead.
Or 75.
I've started to feel some warm appreciation for sets in my collection that feel really good as they're last time they're available.
Yeah.
I just bought UCS Hogwarts Train on sale.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely a good way to do it.
Yes.
Hope you're having a good 2024.
Thank you.
So, it's interesting because most of these are either out, other than the Slave Leia, like most of those are recent sets.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. So, I have a Slave Leia in the bikini, you know that? But I won't take it to Bricks and Minifigs because it's worth more than $2. I don't know. I don't know. What do you...
I didn't know they stopped the Slave Leia fig.
Yeah. Well, they won't even call the one Slave 1 anymore.
No, they won't.
Ship,
That's
so,
right.
Whatever. I don't know. Is there any sets that you love that you know they'll never make again?
Pirate ships, the classic pirate ships. I mean, they remake them to some extent. No, that's a good question.
I will say, I think this probably is going to be, from what we're hearing, this is the last Indiana Jones they're going to make.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, maybe they come back. I mean, they did here 15 years later, but I don't know.
They're like, oh, dude, that last Indiana Jones. Whoo! I mean, better than Crystal Skull. I told you I watched that, right?
Mm-hmm. I didn't think it was bad. I thought it was okay. Not Crystal Skull. I'm not talking about Crystal
Yeah.
Skull.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah, the Dial of Destiny. I wish they would have at least made one set. Get an old indie in there or something. I mean, come on.
No, I think...
I'll say this. The Temple of Doom set, because clearly they are not going to remake that. They tried and then they said no.
It seems the only one that we can depend on them doing forever is Star Wars.
Or at least I think till 2030 is what the contract is right now. Something like that.
2030?
I think
Back to the basics.
just
man.
recently signed a 10-year contract, so it'll be there a while. So, all right.
All right. Well, thanks for
Let's
those
see.
questions. Sounds great.
I think we have a couple community commentaries. All right. We have a submission from Dennis.
Hi,
He's
Dennis.
on Instagram at DL_bricks.
DL_bricks. There you go on IG.
It says, Jason and Alex, I love breaking news, especially community commentary. Well, hopefully you like the other stuff because we're all together now. Like a big happy family. Thank you for doing it. It clearly reflects your Lego love.
I don't like Lego.
I don't like Lego.
I don't like Lego. I don't like Lego. I don't like Lego.
I don't like Lego. I don't like Lego. I don't like Lego.
To contribute to the effort, I thought I would share my little slice of Lego heaven,
All right.
along with a couple close-up pics of a few mocks.
Okay.
The city is 10 foot by 10 foot,
Cool. It's good
which,
size.
as you know, isn't nearly enough real estate.
Yeah, well,
it never
is.
I look forward to hearing your thoughts. By the way, others can follow me, like I said, on Instagram at DL_bricks. All right, so we'll look at a couple pictures and then we have a short video.
Dang, that's
that.
that
That's a
is a
good-looking
great
picture.
slice of heaven right there.
I like that bridge over
Man,
the pond
That
there.
is, I love it. I love the
That's
trees. I
cool.
love the detail. That's a cool park.
And
yeah.
I like that flowery bush. And you can see, I mean, that's
Yeah.
2 cafe corners there. So, I mean, he's been doing this a while.
Great. Yeah, the Ghostbusters firehouse there. Man, that's
Here's off to the
fantastic.
side. We got a couple
he
trains
did. He
running.
did the
Botanical
Yeah.
garden. I think this one's a little bit different. So I think this might be one either he did his own.
Oh, he's got Ninjago City over there. Ninjago City Markets.
Yeah. This looks like a mock-up.
No, the
there.
garden. Yeah, there's some mocks in there for sure. You can definitely see. But they mesh so well with the modulars. I love what he did with the train track. Gave it some texture there with the brown. Mm-hmm. That's great.
Oh, they got the new museum.
Man, yeah. He's not doing mills. He's doing what I do. He's got the
But I'm
road plates.
guessing he started before because he's got 2 of the cafe corner, which signifies
Yeah.
to me he's been doing it a long
See?
time. And so to go back, like if I was in your situation, I wouldn't mills it either. You just deal with whatever the problem is.
Just deal with it.
Pretty much, just do it.
Do it.
So,
Good stuff.
Lego store.
Corner mock. It's cool.
I like that.
I like that upper level with that building. That is
Yeah, that's
cool.
the one I
That's
saw
a
that I
cool
was
shot.
saying looks like, is that like maybe a hotel or something? With
Yeah.
flags, it looks like. That is cool.
Great detail on the mocks. Man.
And Fozzie Bear.
Fozzie Bear out there.
That's what I always find it funny when people like, it's all people and then all of a sudden there's one random like animal character. Just makes me laugh.
Oh, looks really good. Clean too, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a neighborhood house. Hey, that's a cool idea to use a car rim from Speed
Oh,
Champions.
up there. Yeah.
Yeah. Very clever.
That is cool. All right. And then I think there's a little video here. So here you get some idea of the movement going on in the city.
Lego City. Awesome. Hey, the old fishing
you got
store
a
there. Oh, the band didn't
beach
see that before.
area.
It's great. I love how the train sneaks right around that. That is great.
Yeah.
Oh, mountainous region. That is really cool.
cool.
And great greenery, great trees all throughout, man. Really nice.
I think that building next to the museum is a train station. That white one.
Oh, okay. That would make sense. Great shot.
Yep.
See, he's put another store or another story on the town hall, among others.
Wow.
I like how he integrated Ninjago into that with the water. It's cool. Nah. Oh, he's got a custom road up top.
Yep. That's what it looks like. Wow. I like that view from the upper level.
Yeah,
That looks
that's
good.
a great.
Wow.
That's a great Lego room right there, man. No, that's great.
Yeah. You can tell he's been doing it a while, and he's got a lot of skills on a lot of those things.
Yeah, he puts it together so, yeah.
And you can see
the
how
flow is awesome.
that greenery and, I mean, you've seen, because your city's transformed as far as all the vegetation, and
That's
just
not
helps
easy.
it.
It's not easy. So, yeah, we can definitely appreciate that. Great looking, great layout.
Thank you for sending that in.
Yeah, thanks. That was
cool.
awesome. That was a good one. Whew.
Let's see. I think we have one more here. Oh, we do. And this one I saved. I could have done it last week, but I saved it for our special anniversary episode.
Wow.
Because this is a great thing to add, because I know
Well,
you're
I'm
going to be
excited.
good for it. This is from your buddy Joe Bowling.
Hey, all right. Oh, okay. Now I am excited.
This is something that was promised.
Oh, yes.
It says, "Hi, Jason," and I'll just put in parentheses, "and Alex."
And the other
But he
guy.
didn't say that, so I'll just...
Yeah, no, it's all fine.
As promised, Emily has built a new Star Trek ship.
Oh, Emily, thank you.
Yes. It is entirely of her imagination and not intended to look like a specific ship.
Okay.
And she built it using only random loose bricks we have. She also helped a lot with taking and editing the pictures I've attached.
Wow, okay.
Emily
Very
describes
active
the
part.
ship in her own words in the pictures attached, and the text reads below.
Okay.
Dear Alex and Jason, I really hope you like my build. I mostly did this because I thought it would be neat to make a new starship.
Yes.
Starship number 2985.
2985, okay.
Starship designation USS Hario.
Oh.
Pronounced like Mario.
Uh-huh.
So see, she knew we have a hard time pronouncing things.
Thank
so
you,
she spelled
Emily.
it out for us.
Appreciate that.
Docking ports for mass evacuation. Engines equipped with enough power to go to warp 9.
Whoa, serious warp.
Mass weaponry. Protection in a dangerous situation.
Wow.
Aerodynamic for less drag.
And aerodynamic. Okay, am I going to get to see this thing?
Yep, I'm going
What
to show
else?
you.
All right.
Let's see. It says, see the pictures of her letter for her diagram and her special Star Trek signature.
Whoa, man.
The other Lego build is the space picture. Was my attempt to build a planet killer from Star Trek episode The Doomsday Machine.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a mock builder. I think this is Joe.
Okay.
I included a screen image from that episode to show what we were going for.
Okay.
Thanks as always for letting us be part of Breaking News, Joe and Emily Bowling.
Absolutely. Thank you. All right, let's do this thing.
So this is the letter. You can see the letter that she wrote.
Oh, wow.
That we read. So, whoop.
Okay, yeah.
So that's all the stuff we
Hario.
read. And this is her diagram. So she planned it out before. See, that's what
Some
she...
serious stuff, man.
Yeah. So
Oh, wow.
now
Okay.
here is... So this is it here in the back, it looks like.
That's really good.
Isn't that cool?
The detail
Yeah,
is good with that. It looks just like the diagram. I mean, obviously.
And I like how they did that, like a space background.
Yeah.
You gotta see that.
I mean, you guys are going all in on this. Okay, there we go. There's the
this
money
is-
shot.
Yeah.
Man, I love it. It's like a very like a futuristic. Even though Star Trek is in the future, it's futuristic for Star Trek. You know?
Yep.
They
You can
cool.
see the engines.
So it's got 2 warp nacelles, and we've got the impulse engines there in the back, lower section. We still have a saucer section.
Yep.
Very cool. Wow. Yeah, man, that's awesome. That's fun. Oh, wow. Oh, that was it.
Yeah, we get a couple more here. I think that's where she's holding it.
Uh-huh.
She is Spock. Ah, that's funny. I didn't see this picture when I was previewing. That's funny.
She's got a Star Trek shirt on.
That's funny.
What? Oh, I'm losing my mind.
So there's the Doomsday Machine. Let's see what the mock is. Oh, look at
this
the
shirt. Love it. Oh, man. Emily, this is awesome. That was great. Oh, wow. Good. Yeah.
But-
Oh, okay.
Well, whatever. So
Man,
this
that's
is
the
the Doomsday
Doomsday.
Machine, and that's the there you go.
That's great. Got it.
So
Wow.
I saw that. I was like, oh, okay, this has to be saved for this episode.
That was great. A repeat customer or fan. I don't know what you want to call them. But that's great, man.
So
You guys can tell, obviously, I enjoy the Star Trek mocks just a little bit.
Well, and I think they know that.
Yes, obviously.
And we know they do too.
Puts a big smile on my face. That was fun.
And you can tell her building techniques have increased from the green hand.
Yes. Just a little.
Because that wasn't a few years ago, I think. I think that's what he had said, that one was a few years ago.
Okay. Gotcha. All right.
So keep building, you'll get even better.
Yeah, we want to see what's next.
To answer your question, she said she hoped we like it.
The USS.
We do. Well, I do. I guess I can't say it for him. Do you like it?
I love the USS Hario. And I gotta say, live long and prosper. I love these entries. Spock, what about you? Our most logical captain.
All right.
All right.
Let's see. So
we there. Did we make it
comments, we did questions, we did reviews.
Cool.
I think we're good.
Knocking my stuff back. We're good. Thanks. Wow. Congratulations to us for making
Congratulations to us.
Congratulations to you for enduring an entire year of breaking news.
Or even an entire episode if you're this far in.
Yeah, if you've been able to make it, yes. And but yeah, this is a lot of fun. A lot of more stuff hopefully in the future. Hopefully this new format works. We'll see. But irregardless, you guys, thank you so much for watching.
Yes.
And Jason, of course, as always, we would like to thank
today's sponsor.
This episode of Breaking News is brought to you by the podcast phenomenon sweeping the nation.
Old guy.
New shirt.
One of Breaking News' favorite YouTubers, Jabo, is on a mission to wear a new shirt every day, and we are here to talk about it. When asked what he thought about the idea, he said,
Jason had the brilliant idea of reviewing my shirt.
As you watch the review, you may find yourself asking important questions like,
Does anybody know why I use this shirt?
or maybe you'll ask,
Is that a hole in his shirt?
and the shirts may not always fit. But while he's reviewing vintage Lego, you can see him in a vintage shirt. And when Jabba was asked what he's learned through this process, he said,
If I knew people were going to care enough to talk about it, I would have combed my hair.
So check out Jabbo and his new shirt talking about Lego every day on Brickstar on YouTube, because who doesn't like Lego?
I don't like Lego.
And if you don't have time to check out his channel every day, tune into Breaking News Weekly for our shirt review, except for this week when we forgot. And if you don't have time to do that, check out the A Fool podcast where you can see their recap of our recap of Jabbo's shirts.